take a look at this. So, I just got this massive notebook. Now, this is a handmade journal from Etsy. Beautiful stones inlaid in the front, and wow, this is an extra large journal. So triple XL. It's absolutely mammoth. This seems like, God, it seems like it's at least 2 feet tall, and I'm gonna say like 20 inches wide or something. I mean, it's huge. These are massive, big pages. So my plan for this thing is, this is actually going to be my worldwide album. And I still, whoopsie, get used to handling these things. This is something where I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it, to be honest. It's the truth. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do it. There's actually many pages in this book. This is a lot of pages and they're big. So, wow. I'm going to have to fill this space somehow. My immediate worries are, oh my God, how many stamp mounts will I need to fill these pages? I'll go broke with stamp mounts trying to fill all these pages. So this is a significant amount of stuff. I will probably be hinging some things. I'll be mounting some things. But this is, I don't know how many, I'm going to guess years and years, I'm going to be filling this book. So, very nice book. I'm pleased with it. It's almost too big. I mean, it's almost at that point where it's just like too much, but it's not crossing the line for me. I think that this is going to be just a really cool album that I get to build over my life, and I wanted to put all these stamps because I'm going to put my valuable stuff in here. My really valuable stuff is going to be in here, and from any country that pretty much, except for the United States. So yeah, I'm just going to fill it up. I'll just have to start the process, and I'm just really pleased with it. I wanted to share. I thought it was an amazing album. The only flaw that I could find is this crease at the corner here. It seems like some kind of impact or something. But otherwise, this is a ridiculously big book. I mean, this thing's heavy. I can barely hold it with one hand, and I'm not a wuss. And this thing is just super cool. Doesn't it give off some kind of vibe, pretty much, that says, hey, there's something special here? And that's what I wanted. So I'm very, very pleased with this, and I wanted to share it. Curious, well, there's my stomach. I'm curious what you guys think, and is this just like absolutely ridiculous or what? I mean, it's definitely out there. I never had any real intentions of getting this book or anything like this until I saw it. And I thought to myself, yes, please. And at half off, I couldn't argue. I'll put a link for the shop in Etsy that makes these. They have, this one is the biggest one, literally, that I could find anywhere. Like Amazon, eBay, Google. Like, I could not find a bigger handmade journal than this. That, at least in size. So, yeah. Very happy with it. You can definitely get smaller ones. They have almost 2 full pages of choices of handmade journals. So check it out if you want. I'll put the link in the description. Okay, so this is completely frivolous baloney, guys, but I got a it's actually a wand, and so this thing is to point at stuff in the like on the covers when I'm making cover videos. So this is $30, $35. It's kind of silly. It comes with some certificate of authenticity, whatever. This Willow Wisp is the brand. They're on Amazon. They just make these little wands. So it comes with a little stopper, protect the tip, which is cool. But yeah, so I can be like, hey, look at this cancellation, that, and you ain't got to look at my sausage fingers. So anyways, just figured I'd share. I thought this thing was pretty cool, and I mean, you know, give me a break, completely unnecessary, but why not? I like it. So just to take a minute to talk about my Mystic albums, I've been putting a whole lot of work into these, and this is going to be really silly sounding, but not on actually filling the actual normal stamp spaces. I've been putting in all kinds of stuff from you know, let me grab it real quick, sorry. These boxes that I have full of just really cool blocks. They're almost all blocks, and I have been going through and trying to place them in the proper-ish places in the album. So basically, you know, these are completely random because this is just a blank page, and we have some pretty killer cancellations. I absolutely love these eggs cancellations. Wow, these are awesome. Just to bring you in a little bit closer so you can see these. These are entirely random, and they're just ones I liked that I pulled out and wanted to fill the blank spaces in my album with. And so different cancellations, that kind of stuff. Those ones I just think are killer, like eggs. Give me a break. How cool is that? What? And so what I'm doing is, besides just kind of prioritizing filling, actually just the blank spaces in the album. Don't forget I have 4 of these, so they're all in varying amounts of completion. But like if I could find a block, if I'm going through that box and I find a block of this guy, if I can, I'll fit it right here or over here and fill these blank spaces in the album pages. So I'm just not prioritizing actually putting the stamps in yet, as silly as that may seem. I just simply want to go through those. I have 2 boxes like this, and I want to take out all of the good stuff that I like, that I want to put in these albums, so I can make space. That's pretty much the reason. So these will all be filled one day, of course, but you know, for now I'm actually just kind of spacing these out and having fun filling in the blank spaces. Actually, at the rate that I'm going with this, the way that I'm doing this stuff, I'll probably have more blank, like this album will have all the blank spaces filled pretty well and be actually worth something already before I even finish filling in all these. And you know, as I talk about this, like this is the most recent one I have. This album goes to let me see here, 84, right? So 67 to 84 is this one. I haven't even robbed those amazing albums that I had bought before and put them in my other Mystic binders yet, like with the US #1B and stuff, the earliest stamps. I haven't rated those albums. I just haven't had the heart yet, but I wanted to have fun doing this. I wanted to share this because I've been just kind of focusing on this, and see, like, you just don't know yet. There's random block, right? And this is a plate block. But I tried to, at first, I was like, okay, I'm gonna fill all these in with. I'm going to fill all these blanks with just completely random stamps. Like, this could have absolutely anything. And then I started doing that. And then I decided, no, I think it would be better if I had associated stamps with whatever was on the pages. I was like, fine, I made that decision. So, see, these are actually these stamps, you know, so it makes sense. And so even though I did a few pages completely random, oh well, that'll just be a part of that album, whichever one I did that to. But besides, see, like, just little random stuff, and this is the thing, is it's really slow going with 4 books. I mean, it's from the beginning of the U.S., you know, postal history, so if I can, I'm actually going to put some covers. If I can get, like, a cool little cover or a snippet from a cover or anything, like, I want this to be as I want these to be as awesome as the albums that I bought. And of course they will at least be that, because I'm going to steal everything from those albums and put it in here. But it'll be all that stuff, plus random stuff that I've put in from other collections. And then, yeah, it's just, I'm working on it, guys. I can't wait until the day when I can actually show you guys these albums and be satisfied. See, there's still so much to do still, unfortunately, but I will show you, not to ramble forever, that when I was kind of focusing on, at the beginning when I started doing this block stuff, the blank pages. So this is an example. I'm trying to fill all the blank spaces with cool stuff. And so I just thought these are nice. I kind of have a theme of, I like bigger blocks, bigger sections of sheets. Can't really help it. It's, I guess, just the way that my brain works. So I like these. And I don't know how much else I've done in this album. Not much. This is probably, yeah, this one I've done the least amount of stuff, being the newest album, and I'm starting at the beginning of these boxes, which is the oldest stuff. So let me show the other one just for fun. So yeah, this one here is 35 to 66, and I should have more of this filled out. So anyways, just figured I'd show you. Why not? Not all of these have stamps yet, but these are pretty easy ones to come by for the most part. And I'm sure I have most of these, I just haven't done the due diligence, you know, to identify them yet and put them in here. I'm just kind of sorting through random stuff and putting it as I go. And so yeah, like just to show you, these, I know I've done some work in this book here. Not a whole lot there. I think it's all in the back. But yeah, see, like this. Ew. Oh yeah, I did a bunch of work on this thing I think last weekend. So this is like kind of a sneak peek, guys, because I'm not going to show this again until I have it significantly more filled out, is my plan at least. But yeah, you know, this is like number C23, American Bald Eagle. It's only worth 25 cents in the cat. But yeah, so as I go through these boxes, you know, of somebody's collection, and they're all organized by number and everything, and basically I'll pull out all the stamps, and if there's any cool cancellations or anything I think I like, then I will kite them, you know, from this collection, and use them to fill these spaces. I was actually going to sell this box, but as I started going through them, I started finding what I thought was some pretty neat stuff, and so I decided to, like I said, fill the blank spaces. So last weekend, see, like this, just plastered them all in there. Now, as you guys may well know, these stamp mounts, not the cheapest stuff, especially as you get these bigger mounts. Like this is one big strip, and I got mounts that are the size of an entire page, right? And of course I have little ones, but this is expensive. This costs money. And I haven't, oh, you saw that box, that's just one box. I got many, and there's a lot of stamps. If I was going to mount every single stamp into this album, I would go broke. I'm already broke. I'd be negative broke, guys. So yeah, I mean, I just kind of broke down. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna hinge some of these in. Now, as a general rule, I don't like hinging things. I've kind of been avoiding it because I've just heard so many negative things about it. Ultimately, I'm trying to build this album. I'm not completely made of money, and you know what, I'm gonna affix these in here somehow. And hinges are, god dang it, just about the most frugal thing that you could ever do. If you wanted to hinge stuff in, hinges, use them. They're cheap as dirt. So whatever. And the thing is, I would never hinge any of this stuff that, if I thought it was of any kind of real value. Absolutely, it at least deserves a mount. See, like, none of these are worth much. These are all pretty standard stamps, these airmails. So anyways, just figured I'd mention, like, this is actually the beginning of me hinging things. I've never hinged anything until I decided to fill this album out a little. So, and this is a hingeless album, right? I mean, it has the plastic hinges already there, and so you don't have to hinge anything. But who cares? These are space fillers. I just want this to be a very pretty, beautiful album, and I think this is boring. Like this? What is that? That's boring as hell. There could be a whole lot more life on this page, you know? So anyway, it's going to make it a super fat book by putting stuff on both sides of all the pages. I hope it still fits in the sleeve when I'm done with this thing. But yeah, I've been getting better at hinging things. I kind of sucked at the beginning and kind of got the swing of it, and things would just, I'd hinge something and it would fall right back out, and I'd go, what the heck? And yeah, so little, very small learning curve with hinges, but there is a learning curve. I mean, just you get a little system down of how you do it. I'm pretty close to getting some kind of desk sponge so that I can just like dab a sponge on them. They have little pens with sponges at the end that are filled with water to like wet envelopes and letters. I was thinking about getting one of those to do hinges. Side note. So yeah, a whole bunch of different stuff in these pages, and I'm just filling them out, you know, with associated stuff. So C45, there's a block. Oh, sorry. I like C45, and then there's a block. And let's see, so like this is C43, which is this guy, but I don't actually have the stamp in there yet, but I do have 2 blocks, you know, so this is how I've been doing it, and I've been working quite a lot at it. This book is, I probably put as much work into this one so far as with the earliest in the 4 that I have, so you know, basically the first 2 books are the ones that I'm going with first, and just trying to do this stuff, and I just kind of decide how I want to lay it all out, and some things are sideways because that was the only place that I could fit it, and too bad, you can still turn your head, right? But yeah, so last weekend, man, last weekend I spent hours putting stuff in here. It takes hours not to mount everything to the page, but because you have to, I don't know every stamp, and I have to identify them and figure out where they are and then put them in there. And yeah, like these ones, these are completely random. This is the back of the binder, and all of these are totally random. And so anyways, but these are, you know, cool to me, and I figured why not. I'll see, I didn't do that yet, but this will be filled. But yeah, just I couldn't let them all go. I think they're too cool. This is like a massive section of this fancy cancel. You guys can see that. I like that fancy cancel, and that's on a lot of stamps. And I happen to have just a whole bunch of these 50 centers with the same cancel, so they were given their own page there. So, anyways, let me show you the other page just for fun. Okay. Some airmails. I mean, all this stuff is pretty common. None of this stuff is particularly rare, but yes, and there we go. So that's about it. So that's what I've been doing with my Mystic albums, guys, just to show you. Kind of prioritizing the blank spaces. How weird. I'm not sure if anybody else does that. But that's how I am, apparently. So yeah, this is all a work in progress. I'll bring you guys in to look at these maybe after I have robbed the other 2 expensive albums that I have and fill these out. Maybe at that point I'll bring you in and show you where I'm at, or otherwise when they're complete. In other words, no matter what, it's going to be quite a while until I show these binders again. I love that album. Oh my god. I love those Mystic albums, but that book is so cool to me. I think it's amazing. It helps keep the fire burning for me, you know, for stamp collecting in a way that is like, why not have a little whimsy, you know? Why do I have to get some boring stamp album that everybody else buys? The American album, you know, I mean, or something. It's just so boring. I think this is cool. So anyways, clearly I like it. I just thought it was so different, and the fact that it's huge, it gives me this feeling that it's like this antique manuscript, you know, or it's like some warlock spell journal, or I don't know, just, it's cool. It's a step from the norm, and I like that.